today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trey Lance and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Joe Burrow and the Atlanta Falcons.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Forced out to his left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And Lance again going to keep it. And right away he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the number 1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do... Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
From the 35 on second down. Burrow incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Burrow will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And Lance's throw going to be caught by Davis. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what?
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Cody Ford. And Lance now to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Lance now on first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Hines. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
And they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll get it right back to Washington. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Lance. Hitting Juju on the slant. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Lance. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. The drive will start with an option going left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lance. escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Second down and 7. The Lance going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Lance looking to throw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Lance on the keeper, and not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And a touchdown!
Jamar Chase hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Lance being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On second down, here's Lance. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to regroup next